So here we are for match 4 in the league. Mark had to go home, unfortunately, but we're on the play, but this is not a keepable hand because we have 5 lands, and that's really bad. This is an alright hand. Unfortunately, we don't have the land for the Bolt. We've got 12 red sources to draw into, but I think this is a keepable hand. I don't want to go to 5, and I don't want a second Bolt that I can't cast, so... we're just going to play turn 1 Curse Catcher, turn 2 hopefully draw into something that shapes our hand a little better. A Silvergill Adept would be fine. Teleria West signals Amulet Titan, so we're probably playing against Amulet Titan, which is not... our hand's not terribly well suited for it, but maybe they have an awkward series of draws. We can only hope. So we'll probably just end up playing this Ether Vial. There's not really any merit in playing a Phantasmal Image that copies a Curse Catcher. So we're just going to go real nice and slow here. We haven't had a hand that shaped out terribly well, but we'll see what the next draws bring. So hopefully they play nice and slow too, but it looks like they're probably not going to, especially with an Amulet of Vigor. This is where, whenever they have an Amulet of Vigor, like, things just start to get incredibly explosive. So we'll see. We could be seeing a Simic Growth Chamber into an Explore, or if they play Explore, I think we'd counter it with the Curse Catcher. The problem is that just puts us with we're gonna have no threats anytime soon. But I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Is this Explore here? No, this is Sakura Tribe Scout. Okay. Well, that's fine. We're not too worried about a Sakura Tribe Scout. It can be awkward if they have a ton of lands in hand or something, but okay. So we're very likely going to bolt this Scout then. Actually, yeah. I think this is the. We can't just like sit here and leave it, and we don't have many other options for it. I think. If they slam an Azusa, then we're probably in a bad way. Yeah. I'll just give him a wink face. Pass. So our lowly 2 cards against their 7 in hand, we're just looking really awkward. So they have access to 4 mana here. They're gonna do something with it because they're bouncing the Gruul Turf to the hand. There's Azusa. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of what I feared here. So they have 2 more land drops. So they can just play the. I'm not sure how they would. Layer this. So the thing about this is next turn they could, if we don't have anything to deal with the Azusa, just have 6 mana by bouncing this bounce land back to their hand a bunch of times, and I guess that's what they're going to do now. They're only going to be able to get 5 lands out of this, or 5 mana out of this. At most, so okay, so they have 2 red and their Ancient Stirrings, grabbing another Amulet. So 2 amulets are where things kind of get insane in this deck, and yeah, now they can double untap with their lands. Things start to get wild here. Like, chances are very high that just something very bad happens next turn. In fact, if they have a Primeval Titan in hand, which is very likely, then we're just dead, right? Because they can. I'm not sure how the layering goes, but I know there's like Slayer Stronghold alongside giving double strike and stuff, and then we just like can't do anything about it. Probably take lethal. So that was all their land drops. they could, if they have another Teleria West in hand, they could Teleria West for a Summoner's Pact or something. So, not sure what to expect with this. A Walking Ballista for 1. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not the greatest thing, but it certainly will kill a Curse Catcher and it'll certainly kill a Master Wave. So, yeah, that is a very bad sign. First league with the deck, so excuse the slow play. It's fine, man. Dude, difficult deck. So here, we could play Lord of Atlantis, activate, or put it in Lord of Atlantis, or play Lord of Atlantis, then play a Phantasmal Image, or Violet in. I mean, that's, I think, the play that we have to have. We could save it for Primeval Titan or something, so. Not sure. So we know they have a Gruul Turf in hand. I think that's all we know right now. They have a Gruul Turf. Like, they have 2 Amulet of Vigor and Azusa, so all they need is one of their 8 Primeval Titans in Primeval Titan and Summoner's Pact, and we're in a world of hurt. So I think this is it. I think I'm fine to scoop to this Primeval Titan, if this is what we see. I mean, maybe I'll play to our outs and like we can Phantasmal Image it or something like that. I would be surprised. Maybe they're just gonna like try to add counters onto Walking Ballista. Put 2 counters on Walking Ballista. No, we've got a Summoner's Pact here. Here's Primeval Titan. And I don't need to see anymore. As soon as they cast it, yeah, we're good. Let's just go to the next game. Okay. So Tidebinder Mage here is good. This is another one where Lightning Bolts are not that good. So this is, like, we're having this league that's making us basically say, look, don't worry about these stupid bolts, do something else. Bolts are good for Azusa and Sakura Tribe Elder, but not much else. We'll see what else we have. We want Negates and Spell Pierces. I think Echoing Truth is fine. Is it? Maybe. Tectonic Edge is good. What is not great? So Curse Catchers are good. Tricksters are fine. Maybe Phantasmal Images are the worst of the cards to cut, so we just cut Phantasmal Images. Usually if they have a, like, it can copy a Primeval Titan, but usually if they played a Primeval Titan, like, it's very unlikely that we'll win, and we're also very likely not going to win by copying the Primeval Titan. So I think I'm going to go like this. I'm not sure if this is right, but again, the awkward thing is here is that we're having so many matchups right now where bolts are really awkward, and maybe it's trying to tell us that bolts are not where you want to be right now, but we'll see how these games go. This is a fine hand because we've got a Vial into some threats into some disruption, so this is kind of where you want to be. You just oh, let's play this. There we go. So next turn we have a Spreading Seas or a Silvergill Adept. It'll very likely be the Silvergill Adept. Colony Garden is like pretty good against us. Like luckily we can get unblockable with islands, but oftentimes we can't keep Spreading Seas on the field because they have bounce lands that return a land to hand, and they can return the Spreading Seas to land. So we're gonna go ahead here, cast Silvergill Adept, Revealing Lord, draw into a Trickster. Trickster is not bad. Not the worst draw. It's not the greatest draw. We need threats, so this is fine. Explore, sure. They play Gruul Turf. Bring back Colony Garden, probably. So here we can Spreading Seas their Gruul Turf and put them kind of behind, while also swinging for 3 by playing a Lord of Atlantis. I think I'm fine with that. That also makes it to where we don't get Fire Spouts next turn. Oh, I just played this wrong. Oh, I just played this. I needed to vial that in. Gosh, I'm a little dumb. I just wasted 3 points, and yeah, we'll go ahead and play the vial. Yeah, that was a mistake. I don't know. I was sitting here talking about what I need to do, but I needed to vial in that Lord, not cast it for mana. So, and if we get Fire Spouts here, I'm gonna feel real stupid. Adventurous Impulse, sure. Reveal a creature or land card from among them. They didn't reveal anything. Wow. Okay. Azusa, sure. Okay. Simic Growth Chamber, sure. Bring back Colony Garden. Play Colony Garden, sure. Pass. So now I think we just file in the Trickster just to get creatures on the field. Tap down Azusa. And then we're going to tick up this vial to 1. And take this one. Alright, we'll just keep it at 2. And a Lord of Atlantis is a fine draw. We're going to go ahead and Spreading Seas, this Gruul Turf. Okay. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to keep up that negate. So, if we don't vial in this Lord of Atlantis, we can swing. They'll take 6 right now, and be at 14, and then we can vial this in, and then next turn we can swing 4, 8, 11, 14. Is that right? 4, 8, 11, 14. That's if they don't like gain a life off of Radiant Fountain or something. The reason I'm considering that is if they have, I think if they had Fire Spouts, they would have cast it last turn. Maybe we just get really aggressive. Like, look, man, what's the big deal about playing around Fire Spouts anyway, and Anger the Gods and all that terrible stuff? Who needs to play around it? They don't even have red mana right now. Until they play a bounce land, and then. So let's just see what happens. Engineered Explosives could ruin our entire life and day. Let's see. Again, this is a situation where Primeval Titan does not win it for them. Luckily. So we have to dodge Engineered Explosives. We have to dodge Engineered Explosives and Fire Spouts. But luckily for us, Fire Spouts has to be cast off red to hit creatures without flying. So right now we're in a situation where they cannot Fire Spouts us. They are going to be able to get rid of the Spreading Seas now. We're still in a position where I think we can So this is a Primeval Titan. Sure. So they get 2 tapped lands. And I guess we go ahead and bounce the Primeval Titan, swing out. The best draw here would be something like a Lord. Excuse me. A Lord would win us the game, right? Well, there's Radiant Fountain. That puts us to 11, so that does make it a little bit more awkward. So they bring Radiant Fountain back to hand and pass the turn. Sure. So we'll take this up to 2 and the other one up to 3. Or I guess we can leave it at 2 just in case we get like Silvergill Adept, we have to put it into play. Well, there's Master of the Pearl Trident. So I think that wins it for us, right? Because they have to block 2. It at least makes it to where... So we can put it in... Oh, well maybe it doesn't win it for us. So let's think here. We can play Master of the Pearl Trident. So let's go ahead. I think the best move is to swing out, right? Swing out, then on attack phase, Echoing Truth. See how they block. If they block in a way that a Lord kills them, they die. Okay, so swing all of these. Well, I guess they don't die. They die if they don't block with the Azusa. But they probably don't care about Azusa right now. Right? So I think we swing out and then we bounce the Primeval Titan. And then we see how they block. And if they don't block with the Azusa, we win. Do we have any reason to put in this Lord right now? No, I don't think so. So we just go ahead and let them take it. They go to 5. Their Azusa dies, and then we're just essentially at the mercy of how things go for them here. If they like have an Amulet Vigor into casting a oh boy, well there we go. Isn't that great? So they still need a Boros Garrison, but they can grab it. And Slayer Stronghold. How much damage can they do to us? So I think they can swing 16 at us this turn if they wanted to. So they play Primeval Titan. Go get 2 lands. They'll go get Boros Garrison alongside maybe Sunhome or another. I think if they use the Slayer Stronghold trigger alongside giving it double strike, I still think we're not dead. We just take 16, go to 1. The problem is if they have like so here's Sunhome. Sure. Go ahead and get that untapped, sure. Oh yes, so they can play it for the turn. I don't know if they played a land for this turn. So again, this doesn't kill us, right? Unless I'm missing something. They could have like an engineered explosives and then we lose. Like that's the best play. Oh, okay, they have a Azusa. That's really not great. So they played Boros Garrison. So they can bring it back to hand. Okay. So they have to have 4 and to activate this. So unless I'm missing something, they're... Do they have another land drop? If they don't... Okay, they have a Radiant Fountain. Yeah, that's fine. So unless I'm missing something, they're still dead. Like, this will take us to 16. Or take us to 1 here. They don't have lifelink or anything. Sure. They already have a Vesuva on the battlefield. So they cannot, like, copy Slayer's Stronghold, give another +2/+0 or anything like that. As far as I know. So it's very relevant that we're at 17 instead of 16. So they grabbed what? Tolaria West and Simic Growth Chamber, sure. What does this do? Does this grab Engineered Explosives or something? I still can't crack Engineered Explosives, so... They returned Colony Garden, sure. Okay. Go to 1. So we still win, as far as I can tell. We just Ether Violin this last Lord, and then we're good. Okay, they play Summoner's Pact. Go grab a blocker or something. I don't think that does it still. Grab a Secure Tribe Scout. Oh, a Reclamation Sage. That still doesn't do it for them. Okay. Blows up. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Alright. So now any 2 of them are lethal. Luckily for us. So we swing out. Am I missing something here? They take 8? Okay, luckily for us. Alright, so we'll go to a game 3. So what are we trying? I guess I should have brought in the Abrades, right? They hit Engineered Explosives. They hit. Yeah, those are very good. They're probably better than Curse Catchers. Abrades hit Amulet Vigor. They hit Engineered Explosives, and they deal 3 damage to. It was a close one. Of decisions. So we're gonna have to mulligan again. This is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, there's no way we can keep this hand. Like, we have 2 4-drops that we may never get to. Like, yeah, it's just not a good one. And this is fine. As long as we draw good cards, we'll be all right. I guess ideally they'd play a Secret Tribe Scout or something, like where we can Tidebinder Mage it, but it doesn't look like that's happening. I think here I'm fine shocking myself to go ahead and play this, because I guess there was no reason to. Like, we could have just played the Mutavault. We would have been able to swing the Mutavault if we absolutely wanted to. And if we wanted to keep up Spell Pierce, we could have just took the 2 damage later. in the next turn. So, and we may have even drawn an island where we didn't have to take the 2 damage. So I guess that was a mistake. We took out 2 unnecessary damage, and that might be relevant. So we'll find out. But that is a negate, which is good. So it looks like we would have taken the damage regardless here, just leaving up negate. Azusa, yep. So we're definitely going to, we'll probably abrade her in response to playing another land. If the land has a trigger, it doesn't have a trigger, unfortunately. So beast, and then okay, so this is their is this their 3rd land already? So they played a Ghost Quarter, they played a Cavern, they played a Sonic Ghost Chamber. So I guess it doesn't matter now that we just wait. So, but now we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna deal 3 damage to her right now. She's kind of already done her deed in like essentially giving them 2 extra land drops, but she's still dangerous, so worth using our mana efficiently there to go ahead and kill her. Silvergill Adept. So the question is here, I think we go ahead and keep the Spell Pierce available and the negate available, because there could be a plethora of powerful non-creature spells cast next turn. Namely Summoner's Pact and Engineered Explosives and just a bunch of nasty stuff that we don't want to see. So this is probably Thragtusk or something? Oh, Obstinate Baloth, sure. That's a great Tidebinder Mage target. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put this Tidebinder in. Unfortunately, we're not going to use our mana efficiently here because they don't have anything. But that's alright. We're going to leave this at 2. We're fine with like seeing another land. Yep, that's pretty good. Do we play the Silvergill Adept and then ignore the negate right now? So they had 6 mana last turn, so I think if they had a Primeval Titan or a Summoner's Pact, they would have cast it. Maybe we just go ahead and swing here, play Silvergill Adept. Play Silvergill Adept, see what we draw, and then probably play this Mutavault. And like the more we get into this, the more Spell Pierce kind of is losing its value. So there's another Mutavault. Well, the cool thing about this is that if we just don't get Fire Spouts here, okay, well there's Amulet of Vigor. Unfortunately, that was what we wanted to negate. Let's see. Next turn we could be swinging for 12 if we activate both Mutavaults and then swing with Tidebinder and Silvergill with Master of the Pearl Trident. I don't think I'm going to do that because if we like kind of survive this turn and nothing terrible happens to us, I'm very likely going to just want to be playing or leaving up Negate again. From what I can tell, they kind of have an awkward hand. Return Gemstone Mine. Do they have a Primeval Titan? Or this is 5 mana. Walking Ballista for X equals 3. Whew. That's pretty good. Alright. The question is, do we Master the Pearl Trident in? If they Master the Pearl Trident, they can respond by killing our Tidebinder Mage. But I think if they want to do that, that's fine, because that means they don't kill our Master of the Pearl Trident. So here's where they respond and shoot our board. Sure. Ping that. Okay, now they're gonna let it happen. Yes. Okay. So now you can't kill my Tidewinder mage. Echoing Truth. Does that do anything? It could save our Master of the Pearl Trident from dying. Let's see. We'll go ahead and activate the Mutavault. And we're going to swing with Tidebinder and Mutavault. Probably going to end up leaving up Negate. Cool, so we're taking 6. Play another Mutavault. Pass the turn. Hope and pray that... I think if they put... try to put a counter on Walking Ballista, we're going to... Do we Echoing Truth at the hand? It still feels super awkward. Well, there's Summoner's Pact. Well, they're not going to cast that. I'll tell you that much. Sorry, bud. But that, we can't be dealing with Primeval Titans. So, unfortunately, now they can kill our Walking Ballista and then still have a... Or kill our Master of the Pearl Trident and still have... still have their Walking Ballista available. So they just played... What the hell did that just happen? Oh, they... Oh, we're... Turn off auto yields. Whoops. They used... they put a counter on Walking Ballista. Okay. So... We're gonna untap. I think there's a fair chance that we just Echoing Truth this Master of the Pearl Trident and then put it back on the field. Unfortunately, they can put like 2 counters onto Walking Ballista. So, the thing about this is now they can. So we're gonna. I think do we bluff the ether vial? So we're gonna go ahead and attempt to. If they try to put another counter on it and then shoot it again in response, then we can Echoing Truth. Oh no, they called our bluff. Use Ether Vial's ability? No. Okay, so now we're in a situation where we won't even be able to cast it if we save it. So I might as well just let it die. I assumed they would like put another counter on it and like I did not think they would just do nothing. No. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Cancel. We're gonna activate Mutavault. Activate Mutavault. I don't think we need to worry about Ballista right now. I mean, there's not much we can do about it. They're not going to block with Ballista, I don't think. If they want to lose their Walking Ballista, that's fine. They say 6, go to 10, and pass. I mean, we didn't draw a creature that we could have cast, luckily, so... Sure. So this Walking Ballista might just take over the game. We could luckily play Echoing Truth while we don't have Mutavault active and then be able to like activate all the Mutavaults. Sure, put a counter on it. Does 1 damage, sure. Sure. A lord would be really good here. We just gotta fade them not having anything either. A land wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because I'm going to be able to activate 3 Mutavaults at once. This Obstinate Baloth is going to be able to untap. Sure, let's keep it at 2. Trickster! Trickster's good. Trickster's good. Should we just swing with 1 Mutavault? Swing with 1 Mutavault and leave up Echoing Truth. This is really hard. Let's swing with this Mutavault. There are so many things that we just die to in their deck. And this Walking Ballista is making us slow down so much. They're gonna Ghost Quarter it. Sure, that's fine. You wanna use Ghost Quarter's ability? Yes, I do. Okay. So, yeah, I guess we just pass. Then can't really do much right now. Sure, counter on Walking Ballista, you got it. Sunhome. He's gonna give your Obstinate Baloth double strike or something. I guess we let them swing if they want to swing. Engineered Explosives X2. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, can we do anything about that? We can't do anything about that, right? On their instep, we can bounce Walking Ballista to hand, tap down the... But Engineered Explosives is just like puts us in a terrible position. Okay, so... Oh, God. We can bounce Walking Ballista. We can tap Obstinate Baloth. They still have Engineered Explosives available. Echoing Truth. And even then, like, I don't know what we draw to get out of this, so let's tap this. Oh, I should have done it the other way. Oh, I should have done it the other way. I'm just punting this game. Punting this game away. I am punting this game away. Punting this game completely away. Maybe we just don't worry about the Ballista right now. We can Echoing Truth it later. Especially when we draw this land. Oh, Master of Waves. That's not negligible. So... I mean, we can't just play it into the Walking Ballista. We're gonna have to wait until we can Echoing Truth this Walking Ballista. We can't even attack. We can't even attack because they just put a counter on it. Or even give it double strike. We cannot even attack. So I did not need to activate this Mutavault. Ugh, we are in such a terrible position right now. Guess the best thing that could possibly be done is put a Echoing Truth, the Walking Ballista. This game's gone so long and it's just not, it's been pretty brutal. Okay, Echoing Truth, the Walking Ballista. Sure. And then we activate. Turn to respond. Put a counter. Use it. Okay. No. Why would you? Okay. Oh, it didn't even respond. Okay. So, Spreading Seas. We can't even Spreading Seas and cast Master Waves, and there's no reason to cast Master Waves because it's like it just gets eaten. So I guess we hit Gemstone Mine. Or Sunhome, I mean. Since it's the utility land and we can't take them off of lands. Oh, vile. This game sucks. This sucks. Here. Look at this. Now go ahead. Sure. Sure. Roll to turf, bounce the sun home. Swing with Obstinate Baloth. You gotta win at some point. There you go. Just kidding. I guess we can take this up to 3 now. Eventually get to Master of Waves. There's Master of the Pearl Trident. Poorly timed. So we just pass. They can Sun Home, Obstinate Baloth, swing 8, 11, and then shoot us down for 3. Let's see if they see that play. They have the victory. I mean, we'd have to block with Mutavault. Primeval Titan. Or they could just win. Yeah, I'm fine with conceding. God, that felt so terrible. Ugh. Alright, so we just go 1 and 3 and lose. I don't know if we need to wrap up with that. Bolts didn't look very good. I mean, we drew kind of awkwardly, but Walking Ballista is a good card. And that's the end of the competitive league. We leave a disheveled 1 and 3, unfortunately. So, adios.